Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Sparg0, and specifically, is he the best in the world? Because, and just right away I'll say this, Leo right now is definitely the best player in the world. His recent performances have been amazing. He's been playing super well recently, but PGR just came out. Leo was ranked number 1. It was not algorithm PGR, it was all discussion, or analyst rather. But there's a couple PGRs that have come out, like I think Echo Ranking is one that was entirely algorithm, and Sparg0 was number 1, and that made me think, okay, is he actually number 1? And people just think Leo's number 1, because, spoiler, he is number 1 right now. I think even if Sparg0 was competing, he would be number 1, because he's doing phenomenally well right now. But this is probably the worst season that Leo's ever had, this PGR season. Granted, it was pretty small, so he had, like, a streak of, like, okay tournaments, okay to his standard, because he's getting, like, 4th and 3rd. But still, we're going to take it, we're going to compare them side by side. It's going to be, the main things are going to be the records versus, like, players, like losing, winning records, and the records against each other, and then how they do it versus tournaments that they're both at. So they both start at Summit 4, where Sparg0 takes a big lead because he won the entire thing, and he also beat Leo there. He also got wins on Light and Chag, who are both NT, who are all probably top 20 players. I say probably because maybe not Chag, and then NT kind of wasn't ranked. Now we look at Leo's Smash Ultimate Summit 4, which is probably his worst performance all season. Unlucky that it started that way. Where he lost to Light, not a bad loss. Gluttony, not a bad loss. Sparg0 and Proto. Again, all these players are top 10 players. But when you're the number 1 player, losing to anyone is losing to someone who is technically worse than you. So not a great start. Then we go to G4 Smash Invitational, where Leo double loses to Larry Lur for 3rd place. He does get a bunch of good wins there, but still. And we also go to this G4 where Sparg0 wins it, and he also beat Larry Lur twice. And he also got a Void and a Gluttony win. So, again, I don't think the G4 one is as important as the Summit one or the ones we're going to talk about, but I think it is still something important. They both went there, and Sparg0 did place better. And now we're going to look at probably the most important tournament, at least in my opinion, for the argument that Sparg0 is number 1, and that is going to be Collision. Because Sparg0's run at Collision is really impressive. He beats Riddles, who is top 10. He beats Tweak, who is top 10. He beats Leo, who is Leo. He beats Tweak, or he loses to Tweak, but then he beats Tweak again. Whereas Leo loses to Sparg0 and Tweak, and he gets only wins on Quid, sorry, not Squid, who's a very good win, but Quid is kind of hard to rank because he only has 1 tournament this season, and it is Collision, where he did get 5th, so we know if Quid played a lot, he'd be like a top 10, or not top 10, well, maybe top 10, but probably like top 20 player. But he doesn't. But Leo also gets a Stock Taker win and a Quantdale Dingledon win. But the point is, Sparg0 has way better wins, like way better. Like the Riddles one especially, and then 2 Tweak ones is really impressive, as well as a win over Leon, who's very good. And he also beat Leo straight up. So then, again, that's promising for Sparg0. And now we go to tournaments. The next tournament is Delfino Mazza, and Sparg0 did lose that one to Leo. Leo did take that one. Again, though, I think Sparg0's run is really impressive still. Leo's run is insane, though. He got a win on Bonilla, Andric, Cloudy, Ye, Larry Lur, Chag, Gluto, and Sparg0. Very impressive. And then we go to Sparg0, where he got wins on Lisby, Javi, Meme, Larry Lur, Andric, lost to Gluto, Weak Goblin, beat SkyJ, beat Gluto, lost to Leo. So, they probably had equal runs there. Obviously, Leo's was better because, he won the entire thing. But I value the Collision run more heavily right now. So, at this point in the season, I think Sparg0 is better. And now we go to Genesis. Leo won Genesis, and he got basically every single win he needed to. He beat Gluttony, Sparg0, Light, Gluttony again, Luis, Uncivil Ninja, Varun. Just a ton of amazing wins. And he has basically everyone in the top 5, because Aquila is hard to rank this season, just because of Japan. But Aquila is, top 5. But let's say just top 5 NA. We'll go off what the PGR is. He beats Sparg0, he beats Light, he beats Gluttony, and how many is that? 1, 2, 3, and then he's 4. I don't know who else was top 5. I don't know how I forgot that. Here, I'm gonna pull that up right now, actually, just so I have a better reference. I think Gluttony was 5. Or no, I think Gluttony was 3, Light was 4. But that still doesn't answer my question, really. Let's see here. Number 5, I think it was. Oh no, it was Tweak. Okay, I don't know why I've been forgetting Tweak lately in rankings. Sorry about that. But yeah, so no Tweak win there, but still got everyone else. You got 3, 4, and 2. Sparg0 gets a Zombo win, a Mars win, a Skittles win, a Skyjay, and a Sunita win. All very good wins. The Zombo one is definitely the most impressive one, and then loses to Gluto and Leo. So again, that's a really good run for Leo. Got every single win he kind of wanted and needed to. And Sparg0 got a Zombo win, but also then lost to Gluttony and Leo. And now we're going to go to something which is kind of tough, where they didn't go to the same major. That is, Leo went to Pound, Sparg0 did not. And this is where it gets kind of difficult to rank. Actually, I guess not, because the season kind of ends for both of them. They both have one tournament left. Leo has Pound and Sparg0 has Low Tide, because I don't think GeekFest was in the time frame. Here, let me check when Battle of BC was, because it might have been. BC4. Battle of BC4 was in the time frame. Or sorry, GeekFest was in the time frame, so that is the last tournament we'll look at then. And you go to Sparg0's Low Tide run. We'll just do that first. He won Low Tide. He did lose to Mutace, which is probably I think his worst loss all season. Which is Mutace, who is like top 15, so you know, not bad. And then he beats Ned, Meister, top 10, Luis, Zomba, pretty close to top 10, Dabuz. Oh wait, no, Zomba was top 10 because no Japan. So top 10, Dabuz top 10, Cola twice top 10. Very, very good run. He did lose to Mutace, but still impressive. And we go to Leo's Pound run. He got a win on Cosmos, very good player. Atorier, Ned, both have Ned wins, and Raptor. Damn, Leo's Pound run is really hard. Loses to Gluto, wins at Sonics, top 10, or he's like 11, close enough. Riddles, top 10, Light, top 10, Gluto, top 10, and then loses to Gluto, or I guess top 3. And then, so then, I'd say about even. I would give it Sparg0 because no, he won the major there, so, but like right now, it's pretty close. And then Leo wins Cancun Fest. And this is honestly what I think made people put Leo as the best player in the world for this PGR, is because he beat Sparg0 twice. So now the set record is 2-4 for Leo. And that really hurts, because before it was 2-2. And I think arguably Sparg0 had more important wins. I think the collision win is really important. And then the Delfino Mazza one for Leo was also important, but then like the Summit one kind of cancel each other out. And then I guess Leo also has the Genesis one, so they're about the same. But then Leo winning 2 of them that's tough. So let's look at his stats. Leo has less tournaments. Sparg0 has more tournament wins, and actually I guess they have the same amount of tournaments. They have the same amount of tournaments, but Sparg0 has more tournament wins. Because Leo has Delfino Mazza and Genesis, and Sparg0 has Collision, Low Tide, and Smash Summit 4. And the record does hurt, and Mutace also lost to, or Sparg0 has a losing record against Mutace and Leo, obviously. And then I believe Leo doesn't have a losing record versus any. He has a losing record versus Proto, and I think that's it. He might have a losing record versus Gluttony. Let's see here. He beat Gluttony at Delfino Mazza. He beat him twice at Genesis, so that's 3 for him. Gluttony beat him. Wait, never mind. He definitely has a winning record versus Gluto, because he lost to Gluto and then beat Gluto in Summit. And then that's kind of like the only time. I just thought because of Pound maybe, but then no. Okay, so Leo has a losing record versus no one, except Proto, well, and Larry Lur. He's a losing record versus Larry Lur and Proto Bonham. The losing record versus Larry Lur is a lot worse than the losing record versus Mutace. And they have played multiple times, even though it was on a small scale, and it kind of sucks that it's like that's what I'm counting. It's a big deal. Having a losing record for someone isn't great. Does he have a losing record versus Chag? How do I make sure that's not true? I don't think he does. At least he shouldn't. That'd be really shocking. But also, I think Chag double beat him at a tournament with only 70 entrants, so I think that's more of a local and that doesn't really count. But it was Ultimate Tropical Arena, which I think was. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Ultimate Tropical Arena. Ultimate Tropical Arena, just to make sure it was not a PGR, or not a PGR, a Smash World Tour event, because I feel like it was. It's was a Smash World Tour event. It's a gold Smash World Tour event. So that is going to count then, in my opinion. If it's Smash World Tour, like at least of a gold caliber. If it's like a silver, just like a big local, I don't think that should count. But a gold one, I think definitely should. So that puts him at a losing record versus Chegg, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me double check just in case I missed any sets. He's 26-4 against them overall, by the way. Oh wait, that's Sparg0. Sparg0's 26-4 against Chegg. Let's see what Leo is. Leo's only 10-4. Not bad. They are even. Okay, so they're even. All that work for them to be even. I do think Leo's wins are better though, because he's a win at Delfino Mazza, and then the other 3 are from Ultimate Tropical Arcade. And it's like, I know Leo's playing Rob, but then also you can use that argument where like Sparg0 at GeekFest was playing, I'm pretty sure, Byleth in Grands. And it's like when people aren't like super trying at a major tournament, it's really hard to rank that. But you don't know every single time. And then also the John of like, I wasn't trying. It's like, okay, well, what do we do about that? It's like, oh, I think I'm going to lose. I'll pull out my Mii Brawler. I wasn't trying. It shouldn't count. It's like, yes, it should. And then it's all situational. Like, you don't always want pressure on people, but that's why I think locals, like, not counting for PGR is a very, very good thing, because that would just be dumb if they did. Like, a top player literally just has no reason to go to a local because they can only lose, and they're not going to get better from winning a local. Or, no, not, sorry, they're not going to get better. They're not going to get, like, higher ranked because they won a local. So, yeah. Overall, in my synopsis, yes, I think Sparg0 had a better season. He has more tournament wins, and he is more consistent. The only reason I think he is not placed as #1 is because he has a losing record versus Leo, and I think that is actually it. I think that is the only reason. And also just like, it's like the, not bias because Leo is the GOAT. Like, if you look at his results, even like this PGR season wins or ends his worst season ever, and then he gets a first at Caravana, first at King of Fields, first at Colossal, second at Double Down, first at Smash Factor. He is obviously the GOAT. But I do think it is important to say that, yeah, Sparg0 did a really, really good job this season. I think he could be contested for #1. Is Leo, like, for the last PGR season? Again, I want to clarify, because right now, I feel like I hate on Leo so much for this channel, but I don't. He's just, like, he's the best player in the world, so there's, like, a lot of contention to talk about him, because it's interesting. Right now, like, in this moment, Leo is absolutely, undeniably the best player in the world. Some of the most dominance I've ever seen from him is right now, even though he just lost Double Down. Just, like, when he pulled out that Joker against the Buzz, it was, like, unironically, like, oh my god, he's the best. So, yeah. I think Sparg0 is the GOAT. For PGR season, I think he should have won it, honestly. If you disagree, absolutely, tell me down below. I'm down to have a discussion. If I missed, like, a key point, I don't think I did. Let me know. But, yeah, Sparg0 and Leo went to the same amount of majors, and Sparg0 did better and was more consistent at his majors. I don't think a head-to-head record should just be #1 and #2. But, hey, you can disagree, absolutely. But even if you disagree, that doesn't mean you can't sub, because you should. You should also comment, sub, or I already said sub, like, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.